Hello, this is Eric with Eric's Gear again. I'm here with some more Rubik's Cubes. So, if you're wondering, this is actually a 3x3, but it moves in some weird ways, so it takes a little bit to get used to it. But if you move it like this, you can start to see where there are just 3 lanes to it, and I'm going to show you how to get this completed. It's almost pretty much the same way as the standard 3x3. In fact, it's even got the same coloring. It's just that the plastic pieces are white instead of black, so that's why it looks considerably different. This one is considered a black body, and this one is considered a white body. But really, this one sounds a lot like this one and this one do, in that you have a piece here that is the actual center, that has multiple colors on it. Oops. There we go. So you can see that's the center piece, and this is the center piece, and this is the center piece. Although instead of being a regular shape like these are being squares, essentially dead on, this one only has 2 colors on it, and it is an off-center pyramid that there's no stickers on the other 2 sides. It's part of the body. So, and then this one is similar, but then you go over to this direction, and now it's pointed another direction, and then you go this. Let's see, which way? Yeah, they're all essentially the same center pieces, but they're all pointed different directions, and that can really mess people up. In fact, I just got done solving this to make sure that I could solve it for the video, because it's been a while since I've done it, and it took me a long while to wrap my brain around this again. But hopefully this video isn't too long. But if it is, I'm not going anywhere. So you can see immediately that this is a shape changer. You got all kinds of pointy bits sticking out all over the place, and it's tough to figure out which directions this moves, because it's all a whole bunch of different shapes that there we go. So just for the center row, you've got these trapezoids, the weird end pieces, or the weird centerpiece, another weird centerpiece, weird centerpiece, weird centerpiece. But then you also have these double-sided triangles, and you got some other triangles and some more trapezoids, and yeah, it's a mess, and it's not even all that messed up right now, because you can see there's still that, and okay. So if you've seen my videos, you'll know that I like to start with the white sides first. That is completely out the window here. So what we have to do, or I have to do, is find one of the centerpieces that has a white, and then another centerpiece that has a white, and get those two lined up. And now I feel better about my life. And so because these have to be oriented in a certain specific way, we need to go ahead and get the other ones, all but the bottom one, in the same orientation, or else my better feelings about how my life is going will drastically change. And this is a fun one because there are no green pieces, even though these two are green. There are no green pieces, so we have to point the blank sides of this over to green. And then this one, I think this is actually the bottom one, but then we can see the orange, and okay, this one still needs to get changed, because then blue, yellow, and blank sides to red, blank sides to white. So I think we have all of the corners, or the centerpieces, aligned. So now we can think about this as our top. And doing that, I have misaligned the white, so I have to align that again. Okay, so the whites here are good. So now I have to find some white pieces. That is definitely a white piece, but it doesn't fit in between here. What should fit in here is the trapezoid piece, like this. So let's come on. There we go. There we go. Now that's actually framed in the camera. Okay. Let's see if I can get this not blurry. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm too close. Alright, so anyway, I got the white piece there. Let's see, does that... Okay, so that's a good piece there, but I need to have this rotated around. So going to move that out of the way. Okay. Except that is a corner piece, and I can't do the corner piece until I get the edges done first. And this is something that I will struggle with throughout this whole thing. So what I need to do is I need to find a piece that looks like this, but it is white on one side, and hey, look at that. I think I found my piece. Now it needs to be one of the longer trapezoids. Or is that a triangle? That might be this triangle. So let's see. Come on. And there we go. Okay. So now I need to get this white piece back. And I'm going to leave that, no, I'm not going to leave that at a rotation. Because I am little OCD like that. Yep, I just did that and did what I did before. So there we go. So yeah, this is going to take a little while. Okay. So I don't want to do this piece yet because this is actually the center line, and I don't want to mess with that yet. So I want to do another edge piece like this, but that needs to be green and orange. So that is over here. There we go. And now I want this orange piece because it just happens to be right there, and that's good. So we've got most of our top layer going because we've got, oops, I hate it when it does that. Okay, so we've got, how do I put this? Okay. So we've got across these three pieces and these three pieces in good shape. Now I need to get that needed to be rotated back. So now we can go ahead and put the green trapezoid, that guy, over here. Where is he? He is underneath our white piece. Well, we have a whole side there. So I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to move that out of the way. Going to move that back so I can get that in the right orientation again and swing that back. So now the green piece that we needed is no longer there. It is in a usable space. Where do I need to put that over here? And that was even in the right orientation. Okay, so now I need to get that piece over here. Okay. And get that rotating into the right. Right area, okay. And so this is this piece. It's kind of an odd shaped piece. Let's see if we can get that. And that's in the right orientation. Okay, so great. Now we've got Autobots. Where is that? The other guys. But got our first layer, so now we just have to make sure that the centers of our sides are in the right orientation. So I've been very careful to make sure that that is correct. So now this just happens to be the piece we need for right here. So I am going to get that in, and it just so happens that I got it in the right orientation the first time, so that's cool. And so, not that one. Oh, here we go. This one needs to go right here. So I'm going to and I didn't get that in the right orientation, so I am going to have to fix that. Okay. It's too bad that this is blurry and I'm having a hard time keeping this in frame. I need to do something different with this camera, but haven't figured out what to do yet. Okay. So that looks like it needs the trapezoid here. Oh, and I just lost my orientation. Okay, so this is the top layer. So that is the right piece, it's just the wrong orientation, so I have to fix that. And now this is the last piece that needs to get fixed on the middle layer, and if you haven't figured it out by now, a lot of this you have to do just on instinct rather than shapes or sometimes even colors, because this gets crazy real fast. Okay, so we need to get this piece over here. And I have the right piece just in the wrong orientation again, so I have to and I screwed up the orientation on that piece, so I have to fix that. What'd I do? Okay. So now I can focus on getting this piece okay. And now, it doesn't look like it, but we've got our top and middle layers going. And now we just have to deal with the absolute anarchy of the remaining layer. So, to get that going, we need to line this up with the centerpiece. So we have to turn that like so, and it's a little bit of a relief to see blue coming together here. So with blue here, just trying to take stock of what needs to be done. I'm not entirely sure what orientation anything is right now. So I know that this piece needs to go over here, so that's what I'm just going to do. I'm not going to worry about orientation right now because that can always be fixed. Okay, so seeing this, I can now tell that this piece is out of orientation, and so is this one. So now we can go ahead and deal with that. Okay, so I managed to keep the rest of it, the top and the middle layer, in good standing, and now I just have to, sorry, now I have to get this back over there. And now you can see that all of these centerpieces, as they are, they don't look like centerpieces, but all of these centerpieces are in the correct rotation, orientation, as well as in the correct location. So the next bit is getting our corner pieces, which that one definitely looks like a corner piece, but the rest of them don't. And that's why this is so difficult. But we're just about done here. So we're going to do our corner algorithm to try and get one of them into the right spot, because none of them are in the right spot. Oh, I gotta take a deep breath and think about this so that I don't screw anything up, because I don't want to have to go through this all again, and because this is kind of a crazy setup. And okay, none of them are in the right spots yet, so I have to do it again. And okay, so that one's in the right spot, and it just happens to be in the right orientation. So part of my problem is I'm thinking about this too much and not just doing it on instinct, like I said, for you to do. So now we need to get this one over here. So we do the corner move algorithm. And it looks like we need to do that one more time. Sure, work with me here. Okay. So it's solved. No. The corners are out of rotation, which I'm actually kind of glad, so I can show you how to do that as well, because this is a standard orientation or rotation of the corners. And just like I got done telling you I have to stop thinking about how I'm going to do this and just do it on all of my intuition and training. I've been doing this for so many years. And not do not let this slip around like it wants to be doing. Come on. Okay, so that's in the right orientation. And move this one around so I can do the same exact thing. And is that it? That is it. This is solved. So while that was a lot crazier than a 3x3, it is solved the same way. Just losing a few more brain cells to do it that way. So, all right. Hopefully you learned a few things, and I don't have to tell you how to do that again. And if I do, you can just rewatch the video. All right, so I think we're done here for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.